Okay, here we go. The Planet Mikey Show.
He's about to get crazy and wild. Stay for a while. Don't touch your radio dial.
Mikey Show.
Kicking it back, sports talk. Listen to that and stay tuned for some giggles and laughs. Go.
Radio is simply television with the tube burned out.
Welcome to the Planet Mikey Show.
There you go.
Yeah, it works better when I turn on your microphone.
Speaking of burned out,
Sorry, what?
I'm burned out. You know, I know this. Look at me. I mean, look at me. You know, I'm getting to look more like David Letterman every day.
You want me to adjust the light?
No. I'm fine. How you doing, Smitty?
Hold on. I actually set myself up. Are you ready?
Okay.
Hold on. Watch this.
How you doing, Smitty?
Look at this.
There he is.
I'm doing just fine, Mikey. Thanks for asking.
You look great.
Oh, thanks, man.
You know, it's amazing how I get better looking every day. I think you do too. I think it's eventually we're going to be the most handsome guys ever to do a podcast
In
ever.
Sudbury.
In
Yeah.
Sudbury. The Planet Mikey episode. I don't even know. Again, I don't keep track of these things, but you do.
Yeah.
And what is it? 300.
This is
28?
number 321.
321.
Yep.
Okay. Episode 321, and it promises to be not only informative, but deep, meaningful podcast.
Always deep.
Informational, instructional.
Oh, God, yeah.
Always with some kind of you takeaway that's a lifelong motto, a behavior.
Something you remember
ethos.
for a very long time.
That's right.
Yeah.
Like that fart that lingers in your bathroom.
Oh, that one.
When the guest leaves after Thanksgiving.
That's right.
We're doing a Thanksgiving show, I guess, because Thanksgiving's coming up this coming Thursday. Podcast is recorded on a Monday this week.
Yeah. Thanksgiving Monday.
You know what the Papa said about Monday. You can't trust that day. Okay. We're brought to you by Pro Automotive.
If you've got trouble with your car, truck, or SUV, Pro Automotive is who to see. Automotive.
You told me every time I hear
I know.
that
and
word.
you've been following that, and it snuck up on me again.
Yeah.
ProAutomotive.ma.com.
If you've got trouble with your car, truck, or SUV, Pro Automotive is who to see.
Yeah.
See?
I'm not going to say it again because you're going to play it again.
Yeah,
but you go to the website. Their website is blankautomotivema.com, and I think they're still talking to me. I haven't heard from them in a while. Of course, I haven't had anything wrong with any of my vehicles, so that's why that's going like that.
Yeah.
Also, the greatest possible gift you can give somebody, and you know, my friend Billy, every Christmas he orders 20 cakes from my grandma's coffee cakes and sends them to his 20 best friends all over America. And he loves them too. He sends me one every year.
So you're on the list.
I'm on the list.
Oh,
I'm
man.
checking it twice.
Oh.
You get my grandma's coffee cake, either the small one, which was big, or the giant one if you have a whole family get together going on. Like for Thanksgiving, I would suggest the larger cakes because you cut them up in a bunch of slices and everybody gets them. But go to mygrandma.com or call 1-800-8-GRANDMA and you order your cakes. They have go to their website first, check out the different flavors they have. It's just a great gift. And it's something that everybody will always appreciate. No one will ever complain, oh, that gift, they're going to love it. They're going to say, oh, I love that cake.
They are absolutely the best cakes
It is true.
in the world.
It's true, and I would never say it or even dare to say anything that wasn't true and heartfelt.
Hey, by the way, what do you think of that picture right there?
What happened?
Oh, look at yourself right there.
I've lost a lot of ground since that picture was made.
Who did that? Because somebody asked me.
Neil Portnoy. See this little signature down under the hockey stick?
Right there, yeah.
Yeah. He's in Vegas now, and he was from Sterling, Massachusetts. Great guy, very funny, very creative. I've had him do artwork of my kids. He does athletes. He does famous rock stars. He's one of the greatest artists I've ever met. And Portnoy, Neil Portnoy, Neal Portnoy in Vegas, that's the guy. You send your stuff to him. I'm giving him a free plug because he's great.
All right, and now the real thing.
Scares the shit out of me. By the way, the podcast is available on Spotify. It's available on Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio Podcasts. Why don't I get any money from iHeartRadio?
Well, why aren't you, or why
For
are
this?
you?
Yeah, for this.
Well,
God, you'd think they would pay up. Wherever you get your podcast, YouTube, and we want you to go to YouTube and subscribe, even if you never watch another episode, just subscribe as a favor.
well, there may be some things that if you don't subscribe, you might miss out.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Also, you can email us anytime you want to and say whatever you want to in email. We don't give a shit. But we'll read them all. It's planetmikeypodcast@gmail.com.
You know, that gives me an idea.
What's that?
I was thinking the other day, what if we asked people who listen to this broadcast,
To send money?
well, to send money is one thing, but I was just curious, what would be the response? Well, of course, it's only the people who listen to this podcast or watch it. What is the most overrated band or musical artist ever?
Oh, overrated. So you're looking for overrated bands aside from Taylor Swift?
Well,
Who's my cousin, by the way?
but it could be anybody, but just who's the most overrated band? The other one would
I don't
be
know.
what's the
I
movie?
think Rush. Can I just say Rush? A lot of people that love Rush would think I'm an asshole for saying that. And I know that their musicianship is great. Neil Peart was a tremendous drummer.
Oh, yeah.
But the songs they did, it's like, it was kind of loud, whiny, like salesman.
And always in different times, just whatever the time.
Tom
was.
Sawyer was clearly their best work, right?
Yeah.
Wasn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not into it, I guess.
I got another question. What would be the movie that
And Nirvana. Well, Nirvana too. I don't get that. I don't understand. I'm sorry. Movie?
Jesus. What would be the movie that everyone should see?
Well, I saw Unforgiven the other night with my two sons.
First time?
Yeah, first time for them.
Yeah.
And that won the Oscar. It was tremendous. It was Clint Eastwood and Morgan Freeman and, of course, French Connection.
Yeah, he just died.
Gene Hackman.
Love that guy.
Great movie.
Mm.
But it had a lot of stuff in it that, you said, oh, wow. A lot of violence and stuff. But that's all right. That was a good movie. What's the movie that they have to see?
Yeah, they absolutely, everybody should see.
Godfather.
It's got to be at the top of the list.
The Godfather. I mean, really, right?
Okay, and I got one more.
Go ahead.
What is the most overplayed song on the radio? Any year, any time, any genre. What is the most overplayed song on the radio?
Well, the one I hate the most is Styx, Come Sail Away.
Yeah.
I'm sailing away. Just forever. Shut that off the radio. And when I worked at rock stations, it always came up often as one that you have to play. I hate that fucking song.
Well, that's because we played it more than most people heard it.
Oh, that's my least favorite song.
So that's it. So I was thinking,
What about you?
hold on. The most overplayed song on the radio, the most overrated band or musical artist ever,
Yeah.
and the movie that everyone should see. And then on the next podcast, we can tell anybody who listens to this podcast who wants to respond.
Oh, I see what you're doing.
So we get to find out what people are thinking.
getting
Be
some
interested.
input,
Yeah, sort of. So it's
some output from some input.
Planet Mikey Podcast at gmail.com.
Yeah. PlanetMikeyPodcast@gmail.com.
Okay.
Write to us. We might send you a present. Maybe we'll send you a cake. Maybe we should have another contest for cakes. Smitty, what do you think?
That's not a bad idea.
By the way, the movies they suck ass now. And I just heard that they made $150 million on that Wicked for Good, that Wizard of Oz bullshit.
Promoting the crap out of that, too.
It's the third time around for this, and it's just I don't want to even see two seconds of it. It just bugs me that they're doing this. They're stealing. They always have to go back to the well too many times for these ideas,
Lori and I are watching a show called Tracker. Have you seen that?
No.
I think it's on Amazon Prime. And it's a pretty good show. It's about a guy who
Tracks people.
he finds missing people
Yeah.
for money. And
Either that or he.
but it's not what you think. It's actually pretty cool. So you might want
Well,
to
I don't have that. What is that?
It's called Amazon Prime.
I don't have
You
that
can get
right
that
now.
on your TV if you have Amazon.
I'm real cheap right now. I'm trying to save money for a new wardrobe. By the way, I want to thank the Halfway Cafe for inviting me to this golf tournament back in 2007. I'm in the Halfway Hall of Fame. But this is a nice, warm, fuzzy little, and I got that for playing in the Halfway Cafe golf tournament. Yeah, pretty cool, huh?
You look pretty cool there.
Probably the coolest thing ever.
Yeah.
Anyway, Wicked for Good. It's all about shitty retakes on different ideas that have already been done. How do you fuck with something as great as The Wizard of Oz and think you're going to maintain your self-respect?
In the last 10 years, what do you think is the best movie that has come out?
In the last 10 years?
Yeah.
None.
Or TV show? course, the
Sopranos.
Sopranos, yeah.
No, they came out 20 years ago.
20, yeah, that's
So
right.
it's been a long time, and there's a drought for that shit, and there's a creativity drought that's going on.
I agree. It's all the same crap all the time.
And I got ideas for movies. I'll tell you what, anybody out there has $1 million and they want to invest in a tremendous can't miss movie idea, you contact me at planetmikeypodcast@gmail.com. And you know what I'm talking about, Smitty.
Yes, I do.
It's a winner.
It is a winner. Yeah, in fact, you have 2 ideas that are winners.
All we got to do is get somebody with some money. Can Ernie Bach Jr., for Christ's sake, call me and give me some money for this project? He'll be happy he
I
did.
bet if Ernie Bach Jr. saw what this project was,
Yeah, he would jump at the chance.
think about what he does. It's automobiles. It's also everything ties in.
And we've got all these stars involved.
Yep.
Already committed. All we got to do is be able to pay some of them. We live in Massachusetts, and I'm going to just crap on the state of Massachusetts for a while. You know, I love it here. I've been here since 1990-something. And this is my home for a long time. My kids were born here. I love Massachusetts, but I hate Massachusetts government. It's absolutely brutal. They don't have any pride at all whatsoever. They're clearly screwing us.
You know how they say the old saying of absolute power corrupts absolutely.
Oh,
There it is.
the Commonwealth of Massachusetts has got to get their shit together politically, or they're going to lose people like California did. Let me just tell you what the biggest problems I have. Massachusetts voters voted for an audit on our state government. And there was a very good reason for that audit, because all Massachusetts does constantly is raise taxes and put the money wherever they want to, including raises for themselves. And there's no culpability for any of the things they do, because it's a one-party state. Okay, so no one's watching the hen house. Okay, and it makes me sick. The voters vote for an audit. I think 73% of them said we want an audit.
Yep.
No, years now. It's not going to happen, because guess who's stopping it? The Democratic government, because they know they got a lot of shit to hide. And it's awful. And it starts with Maura Healey, and it works through every single stinking politician that's a Democrat in Massachusetts. They're all in cahoots. And it's making me sick, because when the voters vote for an audit, you better give them an audit, because otherwise you're going against everything the voters voted for. And that's not a democracy. That's a democracy.
Oh, man.
All right, now, they're also carpetbaggers, Smitty. You know, Maura Healey is not from, she's born in New Hampshire? I don't know, it doesn't matter. Michelle Wu, where's she from? Chicago?
Chicago, I think, yeah.
Yeah, she gets elected unopposed. There's no one running against her for the mayor of the greatest city in New England, Boston, Massachusetts. She wins it because she's the only one running. How is that acceptable in this political? I mean, this is a very political state. Since 1630 it has been.
Just look at our own House of Representatives. Everybody's representing Democrats. Nobody's representing the other side.
And you know what Wu did? She accepted and somehow figures she deserves a raise of $43,000 this year, a pay raise. She makes $250,000, and she gets what? She gets driven all over town. She has police protection. She probably gets she probably gets SNAP benefits. I mean, $250K, and she runs unopposed and gets elected easily. It just makes me sick. Liz Warren.
Oh, you
she's
mean-
from Oklahoma.
Oh, there's more. Wow.
Liz Warren is a carpetbagger. So you got Warren, Healey, and Wu, and then you add Ayanna Pressley, who's a left-wing communist, and her husband, who's a convicted criminal, did 10 years in prison for drug dealing, and that's your representative. Are you kidding me? That's the best we can do in Massachusetts. Are you shitting me? Awful.
Well, imagine you're a conservative and you want to run against this stuff. You'd be up against a giant mountain of, yeah.
You can't win. So, and to illustrate that point, the statistics are that 41% of the voters in New England voted for Trump. Okay, 41%. Okay, you say he got his ass kicked. But guess what? There are no congressmen in New England that are Republicans. 21 out of 21 Congress people in New England are Democrats. 21. No Republicans at all. So you know that they gerrymandered the shit out of not just this state, but the whole New England region, which is ridiculous. I'm sorry. Am I getting too worked up?
Ah,
here?
you got a little bit worked up.
All right, hold on a second. Let's take a pause here for a sip of this bottle of Snapple, okay?
It used to be
Now,
the greatest stuff on earth.
It used to say right on the bottle, greatest stuff made from the greatest stuff on earth. Doesn't say that anymore. Now, what are they using? The second greatest stuff on earth now?
Well, they did switch from glass to plastic.
Stupid.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
And it was much better when it was in glass bottles, by the way, the actual beverage.
Easily.
Now we're shitting on Snapple.
That's right.
Well, they never gave us any free shit, so forget about them. I'm going to go to Pure Leaf.
Pure Leaf. Yes.
So, also, you know, in this state, for the free, we have 7 million people in Massachusetts.
Yeah.
1 million of them are on SNAP benefits. Now, doesn't it bother you that we're supposed to be one of the more successful, educated, wonderful states here in Massachusetts?
Well, hold on a second. Maybe these aren't citizens. Maybe they're just residents.
Well, there's a big difference.
Yes.
You know, I mean, in Massachusetts, it's clear that the SNAP benefit, there's two things going on at once. The SNAP benefits thing, we already know that the GAO, the Government Accountability Office, determined that there's a 11.7% fraud in the SNAP program. Okay, so automatically you know that $10 billion being spent on people who are just stealing government benefits. That's one thing we know, and it's been verified. But they say, oh, you're starving people. You know, you're letting kids go hungry. Show me one picture of a kid that's starving in Massachusetts, and I'll go bring them a dinner. Okay, that's not happening. What they're doing is it's a big scheme where they get involved with the government. The government makes everything cost more, and then they inflate all the numbers. And the programs never go down. They went way, way up, and there's that many people cheating. There's also, Smitty.
Yeah.
You see the people with the benefit cards, the EBT cards, and it makes it easy. They don't have to even feel any shame for going in there buying, getting free food. They're fat. They're fat. To me, there should be a law that says if you're a big fat pig, you should not be entitled to the government supplied food, especially since you're obviously buying stuff that's not good for you, and we're an unhealthy country. Why not make the food only good stuff that's good for your diet, good for your kids, keeping them from obesity? But secondly, if you're a big fat pig, guess what? We're going to cut your benefits because you're already fat.
I have an idea, Mike. You should run for office. You know those Republicans you want in the state house?
But doesn't it make sense? I mean, if you're rail thin, anorexic looking person, and you say, oh man, this person needs some SNAP benefits. But if you're a giant 300-pound, buying junk food and shit with government money, then we should say to you, I don't care what your economic status is, diet. Go on a diet. Eat food that's good for you. Maybe you can cut back on your SNAP money. It's ridiculous.
Wow, Mike.
I'm getting a lot of stuff off my chest.
That was good. Yeah.
And the reason for that is, and again, Ayanna Pressley, here she is. She's a congresswoman, and she's talking about how she hates white people.
I know.
And her boyfriend or her husband, whatever he is an ex-con, and she wants to run for Senate. She wants Markey's seat. I mean, come on, man, we can't do better.
Ed Markey.
And how about that Tibbetts nut lady? That one, I don't know if she's a lesbian. She's a friend of Maura Healey's. She was appointed as the Secretary of Transportation in Massachusetts. Remember that? What was her name?
Yeah.
Something Tibbetts Nut. Her last name is Nutt, N-U-T-T.
Mm-hmm.
Well, she got fired because she was doing a shitty job. All you got to do is today, the red line, shut down for half an hour, 40 minutes of delays because they can't get their act together in this Department of Transportation at all in Massachusetts. But guess what? The cost keeps going up. It's the unions. The cost keeps going up, but the work keeps getting boom like this. It's like the education system in Massachusetts. The grades aren't getting better, but the money's getting poured in there. So Tibbetts Nut gets fired, but she still gets to keep her $200,000 salary.
Wow.
Why? Shouldn't she refund some money to the Commonwealth?
One would think, but then again, it's Massachusetts.
And the other thing they have going on in Massachusetts is they have a shortage of trial lawyers, defense lawyers. They have 800 cases. They're just going to dismiss. Doesn't matter what these people did, because they don't. If your case goes over what I think it's 60 days, without getting getting appointed a lawyer, they just dismiss the case. You could be a rapist. You could be a child predator. Doesn't matter. They just dismiss it because we don't have any lawyers in Massachusetts. What's going on?
I don't know.
All right, that's all I'm going to say about.
I think you should run for office, Mike. I'd vote for you. I would. I'd say
that's not even covering the federal government.
Oh,
Let's change the subject a little bit here, though. Why don't we?
please do.
Are you ready?
Go ahead.
Have you ever heard of the guy named Ron Hunt?
Ron Hunt. Does he have a brother named Mike?
Mike, he does, Mike. Yes, that's very famously his brother Mike. Yeah. Ron Hunt's brother Mike. We've all heard of him.
Yes.
Ron Hunt was an infielder for the San Francisco Giants and the New York Mets back when they sucked. They were really bad. And Ron Hunt, his distinction in the world of baseball is he broke, when he was playing, the record for all-time most times getting hit by a pitch. HBP, hit by the pitch. Now, that's a painful thing when you're in baseball. Those baseballs are hard as rocks, Smitty, you know?
Oh, yeah.
So Ron Hunt, with 243 different incidents where he got hit by a pitch. He actually used that as his calling card. He got to the point where he was practicing looking like he was trying to get out of the way of it, but letting it hit him. He had that down to a science, an art form. So 243 times. He only had 39 home runs in his 11-year career, but he had 243 times he was hit by a pitch.
Is there an average of the number of times people have been hit by a pitch?
It's probably for the average player, it's 3-4 times a year. Maybe. This guy was 24 times a year. Anyway, Ron Hunt, the reason I brought him up, he's now 84. You know his birthday is? February 23rd.
Hey, that's my birthday.
I know. That's why I brought it up.
Thanks, man. It's also your wife's birthday.
My wife's birthday. February 23rd, 1941. So Ron Hunt, I don't know how old his brother Mike is, but Ron Hunt is 84 years old, and I think he has suffering from Parkinson's now somewhere, probably not due to injuries, being hit by a pitch, but his record was broken by Don Baylor, who crushed that record later on, 267. Don Baylor didn't know what pain was, but I bring up Ron Hunt because A, he has your birthday, Smitty, and yes. B, he held the record for a category that it's not really admirable. It's not something to say, all-time doubles or home runs or runs batted in. No, hit by the pitch.
Did you ever get into a fight because of the being hit?
Well, he used to hate when people called him Mike Hunt. Oh. But he's still alive, though. He's 84 years old. And, on your birthday, I want you to think of him now, Smitty.
I will now.
He'll be 85.
And his brother Mike, I'll think the same thing. That's right.
Now, another thing about baseball, it really, there's certain shit that bothers me.
What is it, Mike?
Hemorrhoids?
Yes.
Hate them.
Oh.
Yeah. But let me shift my position on that.
Go ahead.
The concept of complete games, in the old days, pitchers used to complete their games. They go out there I'm going to go 9 innings, and that was the whole object, is to get 9 innings done and be effective and to dominate and to get the win. Louis Tiant, whose birthday it was yesterday, by the way. He would have been 85 years old. God rest his soul. I love Louis Tiant. He completed 38% of the starts he made in the major leagues, which is unheard of by today's standards. Unheard of. He was one of these guys. No, it's my game. It's my ball. You. The manager come out. Louis, you're getting tired. Louis, give me the ball. No, man, you go sit down. He told the manager to go sit down. He had pride in his work. Now,
I remember the day he came to WEI with his cigars, and he had this suit on that must have cost a couple of $1,000, and he's just and he smelled great.
He smelled like a cigar.
He looked great, man. Yeah, he's a nice guy too.
One of my all-time favorites. But the complete game thing is this. This year, in the entire major leagues, there were 29 complete games. That's all the pitchers on all 30 teams. 29 complete games. Now, Gaylord Perry in 1972 had 29 himself. Ferguson Jenkins had 30 complete games in 1971 by himself. This year, all the pitchers in the major leagues making all the millions of dollars that they were making couldn't muster more than 29 complete games total. The league leader had one. You know, it's like, come on, give me a break. So the stat I'm going to give you right now is unbelievable. The 04 Red Sox, okay, not the 2004 Red Sox, the 1904 Red Sox with Cy Young. Listen to this. They played a 154 game schedule. They had 146 complete games. Every pitcher completed almost every single game. The Red Sox of 1904 had 5 pitchers total on the whole team. They didn't have a bullpen with 12 guys. They didn't have 5 starters. No, 5 pitchers took care of all 154 games. And if somebody couldn't finish a game for some reason, one of the other starters would come in and finish it for them. They only had 5 guys on the team. Of course, one of them was Cy Young, but that's the complete game of 1904. The complete game of 2025 doesn't exist. It's unbelievable. They're pussies. These pitchers of today's major leagues, they get $30 million a year.
Well, that's what it is right
and
there.
And they're pussies.
It's the money that changed the game.
But go on and do your job. Don't give me 6 innings and then a pitch count takes you out after 89, 90, 99 pitches. Don't do that. You're ruining it. Be a man. Be a manly man. Okay? You pussies.
Oh.
How's that?
Wow, Mike.
Do you know where I stand on that now?
You've made it quite clear.
I think, I mean, now you know how I feel about Ron Hunt and complete games.
And his brother Mike.
Unbelievable.
Yep.
And his brother Mike, he's very shy now. He's been taking a lot of shit for a long time.
Right. You rarely hear his name.
Yeah, it's a nice name, Michael. Yeah. Michael Hunt. Yeah. I have 2. Okay, this is kind of more. This is more bitching about government fraud, but it's okay because it's all valid and it's researched.
Would you say it's news?
Yes.
Now the news with Mike Adams.
I can't get these glasses on. Oh, here we go. You know, see, this is the other thing. I mean, I look at myself now. I mean, my hair is all gray. My beard is getting gray.
Yeah.
I'm wearing glasses. I gotta.
There's the old Mike. What do you think of that?
I got an 18-year-old free golf shirt on from the Halfway Cafe.
Yeah.
And now the news. God damn it. How do you feel about the state of Minnesota?
It's out there.
They suck ass. The radical Islamic terror group known as Al-Shabaab, it's a Somali terrorist group.
Nasty guys.
They've been likely the beneficiary of money stolen in a spate of scams in Minnesota. We're talking fraudulent welfare scams. Excuse me. This story just really troubles me. Minnesota is filled with Somalians, right? And what they do is they scam the daycare system. They scam the welfare system.
These the Somalians that Obama let in?
Yeah, and they've been, it's a huge enclave of Somalians. Now, the problem with it is that a lot of these Somalians are pirates and crooks.
This is Governor Tim Walz's Minnesota?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
And he had the ability to control this, but he did not. What he says is that they're sending the money back to Somalia to finance terrorist groups who are tied to Al-Qaeda, Al-Shabaab. Now, Al-Shabaab had a brother, Bob Shabaab. Ramalama Ding Dong, Bob Shabaab. The Minnesota U.S. Attorney's Office has uncovered multi-million-dollar fraud schemes targeting the state's Medicaid, housing, stabilization services. It's just whatever they can get their hands in there, they're stealing money.
That's right.
And they're sending it back to terrorist groups in Somalia.
Who are slaughtering Christians.
And I'm sure that Omar Ali, what's her name? Ilhan. I got a song I'm writing about her, by the way.
Really?
Yeah, it's called Tempted by the Fruit of Your Brother.
Save that for the podcast.
I'm going to save that for
good.
you. Anyway, so Minnesota is corrupt. It's pathetic. And the problem is, you can't get elected in Minneapolis without the Somalian support of their voting. Okay? And if you can't get elected in Minneapolis, you can't get elected statewide. in Minneapolis, in Minnesota.
This is how they're getting into the system.
Exactly. They're
Using
weasel their way in, and they're
Our-
crooks.
Yeah, that's it.
They're stealing the money from the people that need it the most in Minnesota, and fuck them. All right, now, more fraud. You ready?
Let's hear it.
You know, and I came in here in a really good mood, and I
know
still
you,
am.
you were great. You came in laughing and smiling, and now look at you.
I'm
Oh.
thankful of being American, Smitty. My great grandfather came over on the Mayflower.
Yeah.
Okay. He dined with Squanto, you know, at the first Thanksgiving. This is a guy who had the first pub ever in the history of Plymouth, Massachusetts. You know, in 1620. I'm proud to be an American, and I'm one of Massachusetts' original lines of lineage.
So you're not in favor of like Sharia law?
Not really.
Check this out. Hold on.
Yeah, you got something.
I'm gonna put this on my computer.
Sharia? Yeah. Oh, is this guy?
This is
What?
He's talking about.
What's his problem?
Oh, check this out.
My sisters, you have to understand that you do not just have to fear the perverted eyes of the men, the evil eyes of the perverted men that are watching you and undressing you with their eyes as you walk down the street, looking so beautiful in your clothes, tight, makeup, perfume, attractive, alluring. It's not just the perverted eyes of the evil men, but rather you also have to understand that you are being watched by the demons from the realm of the jinn as well. And many a time it happens. So much I have dealt with these situations, my beloved sisters, that there is a sister and a jinn falls in love with her.
Do you know about the jinn?
No, but I can tell you, anything that fucking guy says, I don't want to ever hear again. I mean, he can just take a flying fuck at the moon and charge it to me.
Man, he's talking about women need to cover themselves up.
Well, you know, look at him. Look at him. All right, so now here's something for you. Healthcare fraud, where? In Florida.
Oh.
Now, but this time it wasn't a jihad-based Al-Shabaab, whatever they're called, group. This is just a lady who ran for office and became important. A federal grand jury in Miami has returned an indictment charging Congresswoman Sheila Cherfelis McCormick and several co-defendants with stealing federal disaster funds. Now, Florida had a lot of federal disasters, and they had a lot of money going in there. This lady laundering the proceeds, using the money to support her 2021 congressional campaign. According to the indictment, Cherfelis McCormick, I hate hyphenated names.
Yeah.
She's 46, and her brother Edwin Cherfelis, 51, both of Miramar, Florida, worked through their family health care company on a FEMA-funded COVID-19 vaccination staffing contract.
Oh, there's a lot of money involved in that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Staffing contract in 2021. In July 2021, the company received an overpayment of $5 million in FEMA funds. That's during the Biden administration, of course.
Of course.
The indictment alleges the defendants conspired to steal that $5 million and routed it through multiple accounts to disguise its source. Prosecutors allege that a substantial portion of the misappropriated funds are used as candidate contributions to Cherfelis McCormick's congressional campaign and for the personal benefit of the defendants. The indictment further alleges that Cherfelis McCormick and this other person, Nadege LeBlanc, arranged additional contributions using straw donors, funneling other monies from the FEMA-funded COVID-19 contract to friends and relatives who then donated to the campaign as if using their own money. According to Pam Bondi, using disaster relief funds for self-enrichment is a particularly selfish, cynical crime. And the lady who was indicted here is now claiming, I read this yesterday, that the only reason she's being prosecuted is because she's black. Okay.
She steals the money.
Yeah, you steal $5 million, and you know that has a lot to do with your skin color. Give me a break.
Oh, man.
Anyway, so once, Smitty, we weed out
Yes.
all the people who are stealing and
Yes.
fraudulently raiding government tax funds,
Yes, Mike.
once we get rid of all those people, we'll have a much better chance of supplying the right amount of money to people who actually need it for various reasons, and maybe, possibly, eliminating some of the burden on taxpayers and maybe even cutting down the national debt a little bit.
I mean, make America great again?
But you got to be able to catch the cheaters because they're everywhere.
Yeah.
It's like almost every single government program has all kinds of filth and theft and fraud and people reaching in there and stealing. They got to have, in this day and age of high technology, they have to have a better way of checking on the money. Where's it going? Who's got it? Who's spending it? And why aren't they in jail?
How about just enforcing the law?
A novel idea.
Yeah.
A novel idea from William Smith,
Thank you very much.
who always has good ideas.
Still, planetmikeypodcast@gmail.com.
Yes.
We still want to know the most overplayed song on the radio, the most overrated band or musical artist ever, and the movie that everybody should see.
Well, yes, that and the fact that we do take donations. If you want to send us $5-6 grand, we'll be happy to put your name on the podcast, or maybe even let you be a sponsor. I always thought we'd be really a good podcast if we had small sponsors, like Margaret's Nail Salon, Ed's Muffler Shop, Dr. Bill Barnes Colonoscopy Center, stuff like that, stuff that's useful to people.
You know what's cool about being a sponsor? If you own a business and you put your ad here on the podcast, it gets seen everywhere.
Forever, too, by the way.
That's right.
They never get erased.
Yeah.
But I'm going to dedicate this Joe and Jerry epic
You have one?
to everybody that I know that's a friend of mine named Bill. That's Bill Smith. That's Billy Olsinski. That's Bill Vassar. That's Bill Belichick. Anybody named Bill, you're on my list. And for that, we have this from Andrew Gold. Do you know which one it is, Smitty?
No, Mike, but thank you for being a friend of mine. Oh, look at that.
Thank you for being a friend. I traveled down the road and back again. Can you believe it? Your heart is true. You're a pal. You're a confidant. What do you say to that, Troop? I hope it always will. Oops, I think I skipped a lyric here. I blew it, Joe. Sorry. Won't you stand up and take a bow, you motherfucker? My thing is not scrolling. And if you had a party, for Christ's sake, and you invited everyone you knew, you would see there'd be nobody there but me. And the biggest gift would be from me, and it would be a gift card from Shaw's. Thank you for being a friend. Thank you for being a friend. This song is very repetitive. Thank you for being a friend. Thank you for being a friend. How do you say we get out of here, Troop? Oh.